Welcome to our educational program. I am Jay Thomas, Head of the Department of Social Science, Bhavan's Smart Indian School, Kuwait. Today with me, my colleagues Miss Beatrice and Miss Kavita will give you introduction to the social science. In this program, we will be introducing subject of social science. We will be also discussing various topics covered with social science and highlighting some of the key concepts which children need to know.
In today's episode, we will be also discussing some tips and advices on how to effectively learn important concepts of social science.
Let's get started. As we all know, social science is a very vast subject. It is the study of a human social world. It also includes the relationship between people, groups, and institutions. In grade 8, social science is divided into 3 branches: history, geography, and civics.
Yes, madam. Social science is all about understanding our life, comparing the past events. It helps us to understand the world around us and how we interact with it.
It is very important to learn social science so that our children can be better citizens of tomorrow and make our world a better place to live in.
Sir, please share the names of the book of social science which follows in grade 8.
Social science grade 8 books are history, our past, geography, resources and development, and civics, social and political life.
Yes, we have 3 main branches of social science in grade 8. Let us discuss each one of them in detail.
Let's begin with the history. Ma'am, what are the topics are included in history in grade 8?
In grade 8, we have total 10 chapters in history. Out of 10, we have 4 chapters which is for the higher classes. The first important chapter is ruling countryside. The chapter discusses about how company colonized India, organized the revenue resources, redefined the rights of the people. It also discusses about how company controlled India politically and economically. The second chapter, when people rebel, chapter discusses about the sepoys, the fights between the company and the nawabs and the local rulers, etc. The chapter will also discuss about the mass rebellion of 1857, its causes and effects. The third important chapter is civilizing the nation and educating the people. Here, children will learn about the educational policies of British in India and the territorial expansion of the company also. The next important chapter is making of national movement. The chapter discusses about the importance of national movement in making India to independence. It also discusses about Rowlatt Act, the growth of mass nationalism, Quit India movement, etc. The next important chapter is making of national movement. The chapter discusses about the significant role of national movement in India's independence. Chapter also discusses about Quit India movement, Rowlatt Satyagraha, growth of mass nationalism. Further, children will learn about Indian nationalism in grade 10.
Yes, madam. These topics are very important for the children to learn because they are the collective memories of the past and present, and they understand the world through all these topics.
History helps us to know about our past. It mainly explains success and failure of mankind. So it is very interesting to teach and learn. Now let's move on to geography. Sir, what are the topics are included in geography in grade 8?
Yes, madam. There are 6 chapters altogether in geography: resources, land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife, minerals and power resources, agriculture, industry and human resources. In this chapter, children learn about different types of resources: natural resources, human resources and human-made resources. They also study about how to manage resources in a sustainable way. And second chapter that is land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife. Here children learn what are the causes of the degradation of the land and why you need to conserve land and other resources. Next chapter we have got industry. The industry, we study about what is industry. It is an economic activity. Also children understand what are the types of industrial activities which is performed in our society. They are also able to classify different types of industry based on size, ownership and raw material. Minerals and power resources. Here children will be discussing about different types of minerals like metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. They also understand which are the countries and which are the states the minerals are available in India and the world. Next we have got industry chapter. The industry chapter, they are going to study about why industry is considered to be one of the backbone to the national economy. They also understand different types of activities performed by the industry to the development of the nation. And next we have got agriculture chapter. In this agriculture chapter, children will be discussing and studying about different types of farming activity which is being done by the farmers. They also understand different types of crops which is being grown in India and around the world. Next we have got human resources and development. In this particular chapter, children will understand what is population, what is the population growth ratio, what is the density and population pattern and its changes in the world.
Yes, these topics are very important for the children to learn so that they will understand the human and physical environment.
In civics, first chapter is Indian Constitution. In this lesson, you will learn the key features of Indian Constitution and the significant reasons of why we need Constitution. Second chapter is why do we need a parliament? In this chapter, you will learn the role and functions of a parliament. Third chapter, judiciary, give an idea about the role of independent judiciary in democratic country. It also discusses about the different branches of legal system and the accessibility of courts to the common people. Fourth chapter is confronting marginalization. In this chapter, you will learn some of the ways how the individual and groups challenge inequalities they have faced. Chapter gives a clear idea about the act passed by the government to protect the minorities.
Yes, from these topics, children will understand the working of democracy, rights and duties of the citizens and so on.
Sir, could you suggest some tips for the students to follow while studying social science?
Yes, madam. Dear children, history is a subject which speaks about past stories and it is a study of mankind. So we can learn history through stories. That makes easy. Geography, you can connect yourself with your surrounding. That makes you to understand the world better. As a citizen of a democratic country, it is your privilege to know what is right and duties. So it is an opportunity for you to understand this subject in the form of a general knowledge. It is all about getting awareness about yourself and your privilege.
Yes, that's right. Social science exam can be a bit challenging, but with proper preparation, you can ace it.
First of all, you need to understand the syllabus and exam pattern. Once you have a clear about that, you can start preparing for the exam.
There are 3 sections in social science: history, geography and civics. Make sure you devote equal time to all the sections and don't neglect any of the sections.
Yes, learning history is the most time consuming one, so you need to be extra careful with that. Start your preparations with a schedule so that you can cover all the portions in a systematic manner and well in time.
And don't forget to revise. You always revise what you have already learned. Revising what you have studied will help you remember and understand more clearly.
Absolutely. So that's all for the day. We hope these tips were helpful for our children to prepare well for our social science examination. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.